Good, good. So I'm so excited to be here today for our Success Mindset Live. I'm Stephanie Hessler, and I want to just mention we have a special guest today, and we're going to be on for about half an hour. I do encourage you, stay through to the end. You're not going to want to miss a single bit of this. And my guest today is the very special international stylist, fashion stylist, and lifestyle coach, JuljanaHoxha. And Juljana, I think this is your third time as a guest in the group. And I will tell you, the videos with you are some of the most watched videos in the group. It's just such an honor to have you here. So I'd love it, because there are people who may be experiencing you, hearing you for the first time, if you could share a little bit more about your background and what you're doing now.
Yes, thank you for having me here. And I'm so excited for those calls every time because talking about personal style and how it impacts not only just our careers, but our life in general is something that I love see people discover and own and embody, because personal style is like essence. It's like expression of your soul, is presence and personality. And to me, it's like having a very strong essence of yourself, of who you are, valuing yourself enough to reach your full potential. I've been in the fashion industry for over 2 decades now. I know everything inside and out. And lately I've been working with women all over the world, help them discover and develop their own personal style, because I know firsthand from myself, from working with other people and from my clients, how important is developing and own your personal style, how can literally change everything, change your life. This is what I've been doing, and I teach them how to style themselves and how to get style in their own hands. So not only just to know how to dress, to feel good and to look good, but to really make an impact in the world, to make a name for themselves and to walk around confidently in the new direction.
Yeah, wonderful. Oh my gosh. And Juljana, I just want our audience to know that I've participated in your in your Style Makers Academy actually several times. You have been just, you really are one of a kind. You bring a depth to personal style that is really extraordinary. Yeah.
It is, and this is what a lot of people miss, because they think that style is just like going out there and buying clothes and doing the shopping and then having an outfit. And you can get an help of personal stylists, of these styles people, but what they don't realize is that you are just buying stuff. You are not buying style, and style is much more than that.
That is so true. Oh my gosh, and I'm so discerning now about what I buy. Yeah. So getting on, we want to focus today talking about individuals who want to advance their careers. And why is personal style so important for professionals, leaders, individuals who want to advance their career? Why does that matter?
Style is very important. I always say, like, no matter what you do, no matter your background, you might be a stay-at-home mom and raise your kids, or you might be in a corporate life, or wanting to get a better job or whatever and start your new business. It's like you have to see yourself as a brand. You are your business card all day, every day. It's like you have to start and see as an investment. And when you start and see yourself like that, and start and dress with intention, everything changes. And you have to market yourself every day. No matter what you do, we are in connection with people and talking to other people. And style is a form of self-expressions, but it's like if you take time to discover it and own it, and it's like you are now in charge of the message that you are conveying. And it's not like you see the celebrities, the influencers, and all of those people, they are investing themselves and they see themselves as a brand, because this is what makes them millions. And I'd say now lately that the CEOs, the people in corporate, like they are now kind of the new influencer, the new celebrities,
Yeah.
and they have to express themselves with their own looks. When I used to live in New York City, I have worked very closely with corporate people like the CEOs that have built multi-million dollars companies, and I know firsthand from them the importance of making the first impressions, meeting with the client. It's like we judge people. In the minute that we see somebody, we already have formed an opinion based on how they will behave and how they dress and how confident, and we'll form an opinion about us. And that's why it's very important. Clothing gives you that confidence, because when you look good, you feel good, and you are not anymore concerned about, oh, how I'm looking, is the dress okay, does the suit fits me, you are just right into the business, shaking hands and making deals, I would say. That's why it's very, very important. It's something that a lot of, like, you have to invest in it. You might be around very stylish people, influenced, by people in your life. But if you don't put the work, if you don't invest on it, nothing of that is gonna rub on of you, right? It's like you have to make the work.
You're so right. And I think, what you just said, I mean, it's so quotable where you just said, you are your business card, right? I mean, that is absolutely the truth. Absolutely the truth. And what would you say is one of the most common mistakes you see that professionals and leaders are making?
Yeah, this is like not caring about their appearance and the way that how they look. It's like not caring, not putting into consideration at all, not dressing intentionally. They are like, they invest so much in themselves, they invest like in their skills, a lot of other things, but they totally forget about who they are and really what they represent and the message that they are conveying. So are they happy? You see, like, because a lot of people will say like, oh, they are just clothes, doesn't make any difference. But no, they are clothes, right? But when you put on that dress or that suit, it gives you another way. It just like you walk differently, right? When you have that favorite dress and you walk into a meeting, it gives you that confidence. And we don't want this, and this is my point of view in my Style Makers Academy. It's like, I don't want women to dress only nice for the disco ball, right? But in her everyday life. And this is what I try to teach, like, not looking good on just only occasions, but to look good every single day, because it's your life and you have to celebrate it. You don't need to wait for that extra occasions, for something outside of you to happen, but you wake up like feeling beautifully, feeling good about yourself, and really dressing intentionally. And when you dress intentionally, everything changes then. You know who you are, you know what you are going, you know the messaging that you are conveying, you know exactly, I mean, you know everything.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love what you're saying. It's every day in all the aspects of your day, not just when you go out the door to your work, right? So Juliana,
This
go ahead.
I teach most, and I'm so passionate about it. It's like, and style is not only just in clothing, but in everything that surrounds us, right? And when you dress for the people in corporate, the ones that are looking to to apply for a better job, or it's like your personal, when you take care of your appearance, the way that how you look, and you start to treat yourself as a brand, you brand yourself like these are the people who are most paid people. Those are the people who take the opportunities and everything that comes to them, because you are sending a message. And when you see someone that is put together, very polished, and walking around with confidence, you assume that this is how this impacts as well what they deliver in their job as well. But if we see someone that it's not caring about their looks and how they look, and it's like you automatically assume that there are so messy people as well in what they do, right? So
Yes, you're right, because there are subconscious perceptions that we form.
exactly,
Right?
exactly.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
yeah. And I see a lot, even coaches, for example, when you scroll on social media and so they are teaching you all of these things, but you don't see them really put together. And the style, it's not that thing that you have to, to be always overdressed to be stylish. Not at all. You can be like simple and feel confident and feel good about yourself. As I said in the beginning, it's your essence, is who you are, right?
Yes. Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yes. And so, Juliana, if someone were to come to you, you have a new client and it's someone who wants personal style in order to really enhance their career and their leadership. Can you talk about what are the steps that you take this person through? What are those steps like?
Yeah, first off, it's like we go through and analyze and see where they are in terms of their style in life, where they are going on, what they do want to accomplish. It's an overview. What do they love about their current style and the changes that they need to make in order to match that vision and to start. And then it's the more, again, style for me, it's more an inside work. And it's like style and personal growth go hand to hand. It's like you knowing yourself, but in a deeper level, in a way that, you when we start to, and this, when we start to work together, you start to get to know yourself better and to know things about yourself that you didn't knew that were there, right? And it's like expressing this, and then clothes come at their very end, because if you see, it's like now we don't lack the knowledge, like how to put an outfit together, how to get, but this is not style and this is not confidence, and this is something that it's not, it doesn't, for example, I can buy a dress that I see an influencer wearing it, she's rocking and look fabulous on that, but if I buy it and I put it on, it's not going to make me this, to look as fabulous as she looks, because it's the energy, it's the attitude that comes from the inside. And this is the work that we do most to have to build that kind of confidence, because you can't be stylish if you lack the confidence, and confidence is the most aspect. And then we go like learning fashion history, learning different ways how to put outfits together, but this always based on your style and the message that you want to convey, and the person who you want to become, and building that vision first and then bringing into life with your wardrobe.
I love what you just said about, it's not about, what you're buying next. That was, I have to say, that was really a shift in perception for me, right? Yeah, absolutely. And I want to, when you just mentioned some of the different things that you take people through, it's reminding me again, like the breadth and the depth, and just being aware that there are these different styles that present different vibes, and what is the one that most reflects you, right? Yeah, I have to say, I was so impressed with the depth that you present.
It's like style is more self-awareness, because if you don't know yourself and you don't know who you are wearing, it's like, right. And you don't want your clothes to wear you, but you want to wear your clothes, right? It's your spirit, it's your attitude, it's like the confidence, it's you feeling good. And when you get to that point, everything changes then. Yeah. Yes. And there are no rules, actually, like the rules in the beginning, some guidelines, but then when you get to know yourself in that point, it's like nothing matters. You can, because you will not need anymore the validation from others to tell you like, oh, how you look, or so. You are not looking about that. You know who you are, how you want to express yourself, your style. You can say, if someone comes up to you and say like, oh, I don't really like this, it's fine, it's my style, right? You don't need to, because style is subjective, right? Nothing.
Oh, and Juliana, I have to say, so many times that has struck me when I'll see a color and I'll be like, oh, is that a good color for me? And then I'll say, Oh, but Juliana said it just matters that I like it, that I want it, right? That I'm happy wearing it. Yeah, that was really great for me. What about lifestyle? Because again, we tend to think about personal style as clothes in your closet, but what about lifestyle? And what should one be thinking about lifestyle choices in order to positively, favorably impact the career?
Yes, for me, it's not style. I teach lifestyle, actually. It starts with everything. It starts with, you want to live in a nice environment where you feel good about yourself. And again, I'm not talking here to invest crazy money or to have, it's like simple things that, make you feel good about yourselves, make you happy and express yourself. And stylist as well, when you make those decisions, right, is when you let one thing in your life, like, you don't carry much, it's like you let everything else. It's like this subconscious thing, right? But when you for you, but when it's important for you, for example, the way, like, how you live, right, your life, not only just in the in your business or in your corporate with your friends or so, but even when no one is watching you, if you do that for yourself, it's next level, really. It's next level, and it shows up in everything else. Because I don't want it to save these glasses for people when they come over to me, right?
Right.
I want to enjoy myself, because if I don't do that for myself, like, why should
too.
I do it for others, right? Some
Exactly.
hydration. Go ahead.
Yes.
So
Oh,
yeah, it's style. It's lifestyle, and buying yourself flowers, right? I really say,
yeah.
like, it's surrounding yourself with beauty things and inspiration and style is everywhere, right?
Yes.
The music that you love, putting some nice music when you are by yourself. And I encourage my clients to do that when they are, like, in this phase of discovering themselves more, right? And getting to know
Yes.
themselves better, and reflecting on themselves, and then on the vision of the woman that they want to build for the next years of their life, and, like, bring that vision into life.
Yes. You're reminding me of the beautiful book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, right? And that idea that there is so much richness and abundance to
Yeah,
experience in
yeah,
life, right? And that the work
exactly.
that you guide people to really encourages you to open yourself up to that. Mm-hmm.
And I teach my clients as well, for example, not just because style is everything, right? It's the way how you live your life. This really is. And you have style. It's like you have a better understanding of yourself, and the way that you live your life really makes sense. It's like you watching the movies that you love and connect to them, right? Making movie nights, for example, or going on dating your husband. I'd say, like, at least 1 month, go on a date with your husband, have that a dinner or lunch, and talk about things that you love together, and doing things, or having popcorns and watching a movie with your kids. It's lifestyle, it's style. And yes, it's beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. Now, what if somebody really needs support on their personal style, but and it's holding them back, but they don't see it? What happens then?
Yes, the first step is really, like, being aware, starting to be aware.
Yes.
But if you are not, yeah, this is one advice that I will give everyone that is watching watching us live now, or watching the replays, that if you are not happy where you are in life, like, think about it. Think, like, to rebrand yourself, and style is a way where to start. And I know that the people in the group are so much into personal development, and how much, like, the self-image, going more deeper into that, and then that vision that they have from themselves and the goals that they want to achieve, like they can bring that to life like more quicker. They can see a transformation very quick only just by up leveling their own personal style. Style is self-awareness, but when you are in touch of yourself and who you are, everything comes into place, and it's like a puzzle, right? I've invested so much in myself in personal development, and the way that like has worked for me and making like achieve goals that I never thought were possible, only in my dreams. When I look back, it's like impossible how things happen. But it was like me elevating my energy by using style as a tool, because style, it influences the way how you perceive yourself, not how others sees you or perceives you, but as well how you perceive yourself. By valuing yourself, and you say like, I'm dressing up for me, for nobody else, because I matter, right? I love myself enough to do the skincare, like to put the perfume, the scent that I love, even to put the dress. And I had a client that she was, we're going through her wardrobe analysis online, and she was showing me some dresses and some things, and like they were like for extra occasions, special occasions for her, and to me they were everyday dresses that you can dress for yourself. It's these little shifts that make sense, that are very important, that makes you feel good, because manifesting, it's really only just about feeling good about yourself, and not feeling, when you leave it in that energy, it's like you are not chasing anything anymore.
That's right.
Just,
Yes, that is right. Because it's like Bob Proctor said, you attract according to the vibration you're in, right?
Yeah.
And so let's say that you have a friend or your spouse or a colleague, and they really could use some personal style. How do you have some suggestions on how to say something to them? What to say to them? Like to recommend that they maybe contact you or work with a stylist?
What definitely they have to, it's like they have to see themselves as an investment. It's like, again, going back to the first thing, like you are your business card every day, and you have to market yourself every day, no matter what. You are into the coaching business and corporate world, we are in contact with people, and so, and the way that how you carry yourself and you present yourself really matters. It's like, not like, oh no, but I'm not in this industry, in the fashion industry, and I don't care about my look. You should carry, because you should carry. It's very important. It's about you and your life. And when you start and when you are in charge of your style, your personal style, you are in charge of yourself, and everything changes. And I would say, like, seeing this as an investment, and all my clients, past clients, current clients would say that this is their best investment ever. And I would say that it doesn't matter where you are at, where you live, what age, it's like you can start at any point in your life, no matter where you are at. And the thing is that a lot of people like say that, oh, but I have style, because they think like they know how to put some clothes on. This is not style. Okay, of course you have style, but your style is all over places. And the beauty of this is that all of my clients, they have style. It's not that they don't, right? But up leveling that and taking that to the next level is a game changer.
Yes. And I will absolutely vouch for that. I mean, working with you, Juljana, has been one of my best investments ever. It is so transformational and enhancing, and I'm just so grateful to you. So before we start wrapping up, I just want to have one more question. Can you give an example of a client or a situation you might be aware of where an individual's personal style really did have an impact on their career?
I have so many examples about this, but I have like, yes, one of my clients, she is a real estate agent, and she was working, she has styled. So but when we started to work together, it's like everything started to make sense for her, because she wasn't getting the validation from the, the co-workers there, the boss and everything. It was like she was kind of hiding behind her clothes and not really expressing herself, because in the corporate world as well, it's like people think that they have to dress a certain way, but now everything, the way that we do business has changed a lot, and it's not anymore this American corporate style, right? You can wear the blazers, but the way how you style it, how you tweaks it, gives you another dimensions in your looks. And she really like skyrocket her business. She's starting closing deals, and then this gave her as well the confidence to go after to build her own business. And she was obsessed with to create her own line, a hair line, a product. Yes, it was just for that. It's like, because you start to, to get that confidence from the inside, that you need to make your things happen for yourself. And I mean, I've been my own client, let's say. I've been into fashion since I was like, I got these things, but I have studied fashion. It's not that a psychology and personal development. It's not that I wake up one day and said like, I'm going into this. I've really done it. And the thing is, but it was a point in my life. I don't know if we have time, but I think, maybe 2 minutes. Yeah, it was a point of my life when like I was going through some changes. I moved from my country to come to Germany because my husband was living here. I got pregnant. And before that, I was very stylish, always curated, everything had to make sense. But leaving all the world behind and coming in a new country where you don't know nobody, you can't speak the language. My husband was working all day and you are pregnant and you don't care anymore. It's like you are depressed. And style is the last thing that you want to think of, you know how to do that, but you kind of lost the motivation. I lost the motivation, and I'll be home, watch TV, which was unusual because I was always working and partying and with my friends, right? And then here being all by myself, like, I will eat, I will gain weight, I will dress like I'm pregnant, I don't care how I look. And then it was right, but I wasn't feeling good about myself. And Germany was a country that it's not known a lot about fashion, and it's like you can downgrade yourself to match the thing, but wasn't very smart and very good, because I wasn't really feeling good about myself. And everything of that, without me knowing it, I wasn't, what was going on, it's like I was frustrated. I wasn't happy with my life. I was like, but I was a mom. And then I remember like, my baby boy come to life. He is now 15. We went like, yes, so many years. And we went out for dinner one night with my husband. And I was in a restaurant. It's very like, high-end restaurant, and all the people dressed up very beautifully, and I felt like bad about myself, really bad. I went to and I see like my husband not really like staring at other women, but you see that like you look around and you feel like jealous about yourself because you don't feel good about yourself. I went to the bathroom and I look myself like, Juljana, what are you doing? Is this the way how you dreamed about your life and yourself and being your mom? Your son deserves the best. And it was that night, it was November. I said like, I'm going to be in charge of myself, and I started to really dress up, change my style, change everything, get back into business. Even if I was in another country, I wouldn't care. Like, even I prefer to be more overdressed than underdressed. I wanted to be more, and like people started to treat me differently. I got into business, I built my business this year, and everything. It's like it is really powerful. It's like the way how you perceive yourself as well, and your looks really matters. It seems like something like, oh, I don't care, but think about it.
Yeah.
It's
And thank you, Juljana, for sharing that so honestly, because I'm sure there are people listening who are feeling that way, right? Who are
yeah.
just feeling that way. So how wonderful. I mean, what an example you are of personal style impacting your career, right?
Mhm.
So amazing. So as we start to close up, do you have any final thoughts about personal style that you want to share?
Personal style is a tool of influence. Use it to build your personal brand. This is my motto. It's like start and see, and start and think about it and start and make the research. Don't be into these quick fixes like let's hire a personal style and fix. They don't know you so deep. That's why knowing yourself is very, very important. They are going to give you some looks, but after a while you will need another makeover, right? And you have to be dependent on them. Take that on your own hands. And when you learn this as a skill, it's a skill that is going to serve you for years to come.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Juljana, I'm sure there are people in our audience who are watching who will want to contact you. How can people find you?
So they can comment us in this video as well, and I will check the comments and get in touch with them if anyone is interested. But I have as well a special invitation. I have opened up the enrollment for the Style Makers Academy, which is a 10-week program where I guide people like through developing and own their own personal style. It's like mentorship program. It's very good, you know that, Stephanie.
Yes.
So we are putting the link here in the comments, I guess. And if they need more direction, or they don't feel, if they want to know if this is a good fit for them or not, they can book a call with me. We can discuss it all. But yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so we'll drop the link for the Style Makers Academy into the comments, as well as a way to contact you if necessary. And I just want to put that word in because I've done Style Makers Academy several times with you, Juljana. I'm loving the Style Makers Academy that we're currently in. You are a phenomenal teacher and guide and stylist. And, I think the other part is that you are also just an exquisite human being. I mean, you truly embody the beautiful depth of real personal style. So I just can't say enough things about working with you and how transformational it is.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It really, I mean, I'm really blessed and so grateful, like that I attract the best people that I work with. And this is very, very important for me. The vibe, the energy, the mood, it's so important. So if someone it's not a good fit, I don't want to, there are other people, that they can have a match, because like going back to that kind of lifestyle, it's like, it's part of it, right? And you have to be part of a community and an environment that you really feel very very good about it. And I don't tolerate on that. It's like I always say, we just have only one life. We have to live and to give our bests.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And another thing to wrap this up, it's like as they say, be the own character in your movie, right? But I have you, everyone in those calls watching this, like, think about it. What is the main character wearing? You have to think about, their looks.
Yes. Oh, I love it. That's a really great way to end our call. Juljana, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I will look forward to having you as a guest again in the months ahead. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.